Hello everyone, welcome in. This is the Foundations of the Sky under angel number 62094. There was a time when we only understood the shaking of the earth, when change arrived from below, when the ground trembled and we called that disruption. But now the message shifts. The foundations of the sky are moving, and this is not collapse. It is realignment, the upper architecture correcting itself, the unseen scaffolding of life rebalancing the weight of everything you have carried. Angel number 62094 arrives as a reminder that what once felt far above you is actually what now holds you. The heavens are load-bearing. Even light has memory. Even breath has structure. So if the familiar ground feels uncertain, don't run back to the old soil. Don't rebuild where you've already outgrown the foundation. Look upward. There is a new pattern forming above your life. Something magnetic, something intelligent, something that knows your shape better than the past ever did. You are being upheld by the architecture of the unseen. Say it with me. I am upheld by the invisible architecture of light. The sky remembers my structure. Ashe. For this card reading layout, Card 1, we will look at what the tremor is currently being felt by the collective, what is being shaken loose from the collective foundation. Card 2, the bearing light, what rises to support us as the old ground gives way. Card 3, the magnetic pull. Card 4, the anchoring. We will begin with our mermaid and Kepler decks, spirit guides, mighty ancestors, we invoke you. We invoke divine protection as well. Any projections that are knowingly being sent, let them return to their source of origin for resolution. The tremor in our lives, card 1, what is being shaken loose from the collective foundation. We have the mirror reverse, our sense of perception, what we think of ourselves as, who we consider ourselves to be. On a collective level, if this reading resonates or finds you, you may be changing your own perception of what it means to be you, what your body temple means, what your hearing means, your inner and outer hearing and sight. You may be questioning a lot. We may be seeing things in the media as well that are quite controversial to the realities that we've been trained to acknowledge as shared realities. We may be learning, we may be having illusions shattered when it comes to what reality really is. For card 2, the bearing light, we have the rising support from this old ground. What is this? The bearing light, Coral's wisdom, reversed. Yeah, definitely walking away from all the information that we've been told or allowed or we have pursued on our own to build up our own levels of consciousness, our sense of identity, how we move and communicate in society. Wow, everything is coming out reversed. Next we have farewell to the moon, reversed. The magnetic pole, ooh la la. So it seems here that the magnetic pole that is facing the collective consciousness at this time is an unveiling of actions that have taken place, possibly inverted actions that have been hidden, done behind the backs of societies, groups of individuals. Next, we have the anchoring. How to root while suspended between earth and sky. And this card is saying to reflect upon the old. Here we are coming out the gate with an inverted reflection by way of water. So the collective could subconsciously be very much in their watery elements at this time, very deep in their emotions, looking back at the past. Maybe we're staying up at night being confronted with decisions that we have made in the past. We're going to get some clarifiers. Now for card 1, the tremor. What is being shaken loose here? Two cards. Ooh, 2 exactly. Look at that. Ooh, we have the 4 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, all in the upright. There's definitely an unveiling here of things that have been done outside of the periphery or the consciousness, the light of day, perceptivity of the general public. 2 cards for the bearing light. What is taking place here? We have the Queen of Swords upright and the Strength card in the upright. Bearing light. We are looking at very upside down things in our lives, in our households, in our organizations, in our groups, in our societies, in our churches, in our girl groups, and so on, in our gangs even. And we are seeing here that there has been massive deception, lies told. Why? To overpower us, to encourage, people being enraged or impassioned, but possibly impassioned for the wrong thing. This is the collective making a very hard and unbiased judgment in overthrowing things from the past that this tremor is calling us to release. For the magnetic pole, what draws us towards equilibrium and ascent? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Withdrawing our commitment from the past that kept us sleeping. This tremor is causing us, 6 of Swords, to walk away after this bearing light has shown us the ways how those possibly who've had positions of power in our lives, how they have manipulated us with their words, with what we saw in writing, in print. We have the Page of Pentacles reverse and the 10 of Wands reverse. For the last card, the anchoring, we have 2 cards exactly coming out together. We have the Star card and the 4 of Cups in the reverse. What is balancing out the collective? at this time with this revelation. Or is it a hiding? This magnetic pull may very well be a societal wide attempt at withholding certain information from the consciousness of others. There could be opposing groups here, groups of opposing ideas. This could be energies just playing out in society, in our lives, in social media. The magnetic pull here, Page of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Wands reversed. The people no longer have an interest or hold an interest in continuing to carry burdens that do not belong to them. This may be the people crying out and calling for an entity here, or bodies or people, leaders, to pull their weight. The collective here is crying out over burnout as well, being overstressed. People here are very displeased with the current conditions. They're finding it to be very burdensome, and they're no longer showing love for people, places, and things that we usually showed love to. The anchoring, how to root while suspended between earth and sky, to heal and maintain our sense of hope. So this reflection card is a combination of looking deep within the abyss of the subconscious and the emotional body, and while doing so, while simultaneously being planted on land surrounded by memory, buoyancy, and water, to also pull our eyes up to the sky, to the celestial realm, to the realm that gave birth to our reality, to the realm that holds a different type of intelligence, an intelligence that is helping us to re-anchor this new reality. If this reading resonates with you, you or people around you may be talking more about the sky, the stars. You may be feeling pulled away from the mundane conversations of cars, engines, bikes, dirt, and the works of that. You may be feeling a need to inquire about deeper things, subtler things. The divine may be calling you to move out of that very obvious energy of yoo-hoo, here I am. Spirit is calling you to a new measure of stealthiness. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Thank you for your shares, likes, and your subscriptions as well. I see that we're growing. Good to see you. Thank you. And until next reading, bye for now.